I got actually a step-by-step process, proven method. I'm going to gather all those things that I just talked about and put it in a step-by-step process that you can follow now, today, in order to start promoting your next product launch. Are you excited about this? If you are, make sure that you comment that you are excited. Make sure that you comment and you put an estimation on how much you're going to make with that product launch. My proven method to make $1 million launch with any product, because yes, I didn't mention that, guys, but it works with any product. It can be consultation, it can be a physical product, it can be an ebook, a book. Those are the same processes. If you follow those methods, those processes, those steps that I'm going to share with you right now, you are assured 110% that you will be able to make a successful launch. That's exactly the same thing that Tony Robbins used to make millions and millions of dollars with his book. Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, they always use methods similar to this one that I just created for you. So make sure that you stay until the end and you stay tuned. You subscribe to the show to not miss any more processes like this. Number one step, you're going to create hype around your product. So that's the first step. You go and you have a product launch. Okay, I'm going to launch my product in, let's say, 5 months from now. My goal is going to be first to promote, hey guys, I'm doing this, I'm creating that thing. So one of the best ways to do that is to actually document the process of you creating that resource. If you're creating a book, that's kind of easy. Let's say as you're writing the book, you're sharing, hey, those are the things I'm talking about. This is a chapter of it. Look at it. Like, look how great it is. Oh, this is the first draft. Hey, if you guys want to have that draft, I can share it to you for free. If you put your email address and create some hype, you really try to hype it up and create, like, imagine you are launching blockbuster on Hollywood. If you had all your money put into it, you're going to make everything in your power to promote it. That's exactly the same thing that you're going to do here. You're going to take all the ways to create hype as possible during that product launch, as like all the duration of time that you got until your product actually launch. But that's the first step. That's what you got to start first with. And you should always do that all along the process. Step number 2 that you got to do is that you got to create a list of the people that are congregating the audience that's going to buy your product. So let's say that you're a chiropractor. Okay, you're a chiropractor. You got to identify, okay, who are the people that are talking to my audience? My audience are those people, they do this thing. Who are the people that are talking to them? You gather those people, and your goal is going to be that, I'm going to share that with you in the next step. Your next goal is to reach out to them, go on their podcasts, their platforms, their way to promote to their audiences. You go on those ways, on their stages, and you give value to their audiences. Of course, you do not go into the stage and to be like, hey, just like, I'm doing that thing. Of course, like, fuck you, man. Like, you need to provide some value. You can actually share, okay, hey, when you go on their stage, you can have a little presentation on how those guys are, how you guys can actually, like, if you're a chiropractor, 10 ways that you guys can make sure that you get rid of the pain that you got without actually going to the chiropractor. Then you build some value with that, and you actually can at the end say, hey guys, by the way, if you want to know more about tips that you can have in order to make sure that you get better health, and you get like you get rid of those pains, all those things that are preventing you to actually take time with your family, make more money, being more productive, make sure that you guys stay tuned, because I'm creating a book and on exactly how to do that. And if you want to get the first chapters of this book, go to the page at chiropractor how to get rid of pain.com to get the first page. And then what's going to happen? Genius marketing. You're able to grab that audience that is excited about the things that you just talked about, and you make them your own. That's going back to the traffic tips I gave you to make them your own. So you get those eyeballs, you get the traffic. Cool. You got to make sure they get in your list, in your email list, in your customer base. So that's one way you can grab them and make them welcome into your universe. So that's how you're going to do that. But it's not finished, guys. We're only on step 4. This is not finished. So as I just talked to you guys about, your only goal during that promotion duration, what you're going to do is you're going to promote the product launch that you're going to have, and using all those hype ways to do it. As I just shared with you, if you're writing a book, maybe you can share a chapter of this book to get them excited, to give them a bit of information, you know what I mean, to get them excited about what's going on. Or maybe if you're creating a coaching program, maybe you can share them a checklist of what you're going to talk about in that coaching program to make sure they can start looking at the things that they can improve by themselves. Or whatever the product is that you're having, you can give them a little piece, a little thing of what you're going to do in order to create some hype. Find ways to create hype, to create engagement around the product launch that you're making, and welcome as many people as possible into that hype that you're creating. That's what you're going to do. Next step of this process, and guys, if you do like this, make sure that you stay connected until the end of this video, because I got something tremendous for you. So stay connected until the end of the video. Keep watching, because I got something incredible. Now, what you're going to do after this, you are getting those people, you're getting their audiences, and you're talking to them, to their audiences, to make sure that, okay, you help them, you bring them value, you talk about your product, you're welcoming those people to your audience. Okay, great. Now you got to make sure that those leaders, those guys that you went on their podcast, on their promotional stages, what you got to make sure is that you get the leaders on your side. You actually sell them on why your product, your thing is the best thing ever. You got to welcome them into the hype as well, because guys, a one-time podcast interview where you can actually get a few leads, a few customers, that's a great thing. But one of the best things that you can do is actually make sure that those leaders become promoters along the promotion time that you got your offer, and even after the launch, making sure that actually promotes your launch. And maybe you do some kind of an affiliate plan when they can actually get some money if they do promote your product to your audience. That's one of the ways I would actually recommend, inviting them to get compensated on how many books, how many consultation programs actually sell. So you get them on your side. So you show them why your thing is the best, why you should do it that way, and that's the way you should do it. Then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to go Google follow-up. You're going to stay connected with them, and you're going to actually also welcome them in the hype. Send them some little products via the mail, like go them and send them little copies of your book, like physical things, like give them some hype, especially them, because those guys have access. They have access to the audience that you want. So you got to make sure that you cherish them, because those are the best ways to, your biggest opportunity to actually blow up. So you got to make sure you cherish those guys, because they are going to make, if you're connecting them enough to what you're going to launch, that's the biggest factor that's going to change and make sure that you make a great product launch. Now, last step of this process is that whenever the product launch date approach, you got to ask them to promote. And as I told you, maybe you install some kind of an incentive plan when you actually compensate them. Let's say you sell a book, you get this benefits. You sell a coaching program, you get this thing, those kind of things. When they actually get a reward for promoting what you are doing, that's one of the best ways you're going to be able to make sure they promote your thing to their audiences. And man, like if you follow that step-by-step process, you're going to make a ton of money. But now, hey guys, I got something way better for you right now. Do you guys are interested if I spend like 2 minutes sharing with you something that's going to really change your life on how you can apply this process and make sure that your next product launch is incredible? Are you guys excited? Great. What you guys have is that, okay, I shared with you that step-by-step process, but I can go a lot further into how you can do it and what are the exact step-by-step process, because I shared with you an overall step-by-step process. I can go like 10 hours on this thing, but I don't want you to, I don't want to do that in a quick little video for you guys like this. So if you want the deep step-by-step process to make sure that you actually implement the information and you actually are able to create that whole revenue, to make that next product launch and to impact as many people as possible, make sure, guys, make sure that you go to the following link, and make sure that you go to the link I'm going to share with you, because I'm going to share with you something that's extremely revolutionary. Go to this link, check out this link, gabrieljulié.com/action plan, because in this action plan, I actually share with you guys and force you, yes, I force you to actually go ahead and implement the information that I share with you daily. Each day at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I change the list. Yesterday, I had an action plan. I'm going to delete it. It's going to be gone forever. And you're going to have to apply today's action plan. That's going to be the way you are going to do it. So that forces you to have the urgency to apply what I'm sharing with you on a daily basis, so you can actually go and grow your business fast. Because one of the biggest things that's preventing you to actually go ahead and do the things and reach the goals that you want is that you are not doing them. So I want to make sure that this information doesn't just get seated and, okay, I learned something great today, and then you forgot about it in two 2 days later. I want to make sure that you implement it for your business and that you actually get to see the results, to experience the result that it can get you. So go ahead and go to GabrielJulié.com/action plan, GabrielJulié.com/action plan. Guys, by the way, what's the cash, Gabriel? How much is it? It's fucking free. It's fucking free. So you can go in there, register, and you're going to have access to a web page that you're going to be able to customize. I'm going to go on there and put the step-by-step process deeply with more things that you need to do in order to ensure that everything is dialed up and you do everything correctly. So go ahead, GabrielJulié.com/action plan, GabrielJulié.com/action plan.